Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday afternoon.
The 24th.
Yes, it's the 24th. We've been working hard past couple days. Well, took a break one day.
We didn't race last week and then they
Yes, we didn't race Saturday in Adel because we were stayed home and worked on getting Dad's car ready so he can race the Sac Fair this Friday, and hopefully he can run Saturday too at Fort Dodge. My car is pretty much all ready to go for Fort Dodge. So that car will be there in Fort Dodge. Still trying to get this car finished for his car.
Ready?
Yes, thought we explained it earlier, but so after Adel, obviously my car wasn't running right, and so we got it in here, and we started messing with things and checked literally everything, and we got down to the distributor, and the control module and the distributor was bad, so we got a new one and replaced that, and then that car was pretty much ready, so I washed it. And
but what else did we do?
oh, and then we switched. We got my rear end back. We got my rear end back, and we got everything put together for that one, so that one's back in my car with my gears. And so that should be better for me, and I should be able to run faster. And then we switched Dad's rear end back into his car, and then put my rear end into my car. So now Dad's car is sitting on the ground here. We got the motor and tranny sitting in Dad's car. We got to do a couple more things underneath the car before we can totally say we can just leave it on the ground. We got to jack it back up and put the torque converter. We got to bolt the torque converter up to the flywheel, and then we have to hook the shift linkage to the transmission. So, and then that's all for underneath the car, right?
Other than exhaust work.
Yes, and then exhaust, which Dad has to make new manifolds, or add on to the manifolds. So we got that to do. We just got it sat in there, and we just got a couple little things on it, like the fuel pump, the starter, and everything. We did that when we put the car in, but we just bled the brakes. We still got a lot of work to do though. Hopefully we can fire it up and break it in Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, we'll probably have this video probably won't be out till probably close to the end of the week, because it'll probably be a combination of today, tomorrow, and a couple other days. So this will be kind of a getting this car ready video, and then it'll be the race videos at Sac City and Fort Dodge. So we just wanted to pop on here quick and show you guys what we did and what we've done since we didn't go to Adel. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of progress done, but we still need to do more progress. So we'll keep working at it, and we'll catch you guys up when we're working on more. Alright guys, it's Wednesday afternoon. I think I keep losing track of which day it is. You can probably hear it from right now maybe, but I gotta go far away in the grill so you guys can hear me while I'm talking. But we got everything on the car done and situated. We had some issues with it trying to fire and run right, and we changed some things. We put the distributor from my car into Dad's car, and then it started running right. So the distributor was an issue, and now we're breaking in the motor, and everything's running good right now. So Friday night is the fair. Dad's gonna be running then. If we can't get my distributor for my car, I'll be running Dad's car in Fort Dodge Saturday. So alright guys, it's Friday afternoon. It is, let me check my phone. It is 5:18. Pits opened at 4 in Sac. Races start at 7. So we didn't want to go too early because it would be hot just sitting there waiting. And Sac from our house isn't that far. A lot of stuff happened today. Last night we went to load up the car and everything. And Dad took it for a test drive to see how everything was. And he had no brakes. So today I spent pretty much half the day bleeding brakes and messing with that and checking different things. It's better, but it's not 100% like what it was like 2 years ago or a year ago. So I think if Dad doesn't like it tonight, I think we might be able to bleed them a little bit more tomorrow before we go to Fort Dodge. So while I was messing with that, messing with the car, getting last minute things ready, the construction guys came out here and started doing some work, getting the layout for the concrete pad so they can pour concrete. They said everything's ready. They're going to pour the concrete. I think they said they're going to pour the concrete Monday morning. I mean, it's pretty big. I got to go back here a ways. It's pretty big. Well, I think it'll be enough room for 2 cars. We got the car all strapped down. Truck's ready. Generator's full of gas. I think everything's in the trailer that we need. Mom went through the trailer and cleaned it, so it looks a lot better. I know you guys probably didn't see what the trailer looked like before. It was really dirty. Hopefully y'all can see in here. Got everything organized and situated. There's our cans. Just little different things. Everything's organized. We got trash bags, can bags. It's a lot cleaner now. We can actually walk in there. I'm not sure. I think it's just gonna be me, Mom, and Dad going. I'm not so sure if Chloe's gonna go. But yeah, it is hot. Dad was texting me today because I was texting him about the brakes and everything, and he was saying he might not race even if the brakes are better because it's so hot. And I texted him back right away and I said, well, it might cool off by 7 because there was chances of rain before then, and now there's a chance of rain like from like 8 to 9, but it won't be long, you know. So it might make the track bad, but it might help in a way, or it might not hurt it too much. But he didn't know if he wanted to race even if we had it, you know, clean, or if we had the brakes working or not because it's so hot. So he got home and I was still messing with it, and then he went inside and sat down and cooled off for a little bit and then took a nap. So that'll help him a lot. It's gonna be hot, so but I think he's got a good shot at this race here. The new motor's running great. That thing sounds amazing. I think it's gonna be perfect for Dad. I'm excited to see what he does, and I think it is smart to run tonight because then we kind of know what it's gonna, or what he will know what it's gonna do and how it's gonna feel, or if we need to change anything for Saturday night in Fort Dodge. So in a way, I really wanted him to run it, so then we could, you know, change stuff or do whatever we needed to on the car to make it better for, you know, Saturday. Car isn't sponsored, but there is quite a bit of sponsors that are on the car that we've have on my car that have sponsored for quite a bit of years. So I know this car isn't sponsored, but we still want to give it big thanks because we wouldn't even have 2 cars. We just have 1. Alright guys, welcome back to Cornelius Racing. It's Saturday, I'd say it's Saturday 29th, midday. Huh?
About
2 o'clock. I had to work this morning and I got off at 1, so I've been back for a little bit now, but we've gotten my car loaded up, everything's ready to go on that car. Dad had to put a different, mess with the car, with the distributor and stuff, and set the timing and stuff, because we robbed the distributor out of my car to put in Dad's car to make it run. And then we also pumped gas out of Dad's car, put it in my car because my car needed gas. Took battery out of Dad's car just because the battery in my car isn't the greatest and we didn't know what it was going to be like. It's the makeup race for Courtney and Memorial's race, so we got stuff to give away for that, and we got, I think it's going to be a fun night for that. It's just going to be me running because, obviously, let me get some good lighting here. Obviously, Dad, spit the drive shaft out of his car. We could probably just throw a new drive shaft in there and run, but we'd have to find a drive shaft that'd fit and everything. So, Dad's not going to run tonight. And plus, it wouldn't be able to run anyways because the module in the distributor is bad. So yeah. Last night he was running good. I was very happy with how he was going. He in the heat race, it's been a while since he ran, probably a year, and then he got a bigger motor. So some things changed and he had to get used to them. Heat race wasn't the greatest, but still you could tell he was fast and you knew how he could drive. He looked better and better as he went on, made some mistakes, but that's fine, we all make mistakes. And then in the feature, they did a complete redraw. So, let me put these on. It's bright out here. In the feature, they did a complete redraw. So they redrew and Dad started pull. He was doing good, he was leading it. He kind of pulled away from the pack a little bit and was doing really good. Was in first and then came out of, I think it'd be 1 and 2, and then he, spit the drive shaft out. I saw sparks and everything. From where I was at, it looked like it came out of the manifold, so I thought he blew up the motor. And then, a couple laps later, I see a drive shaft sitting on the ground, and then I started walking over to Dad, and I hear his car running still, so I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what happened. So, I mean, nothing's really major is bad. The transmission looks fine, same with the rear end and the center section, but we haven't taken a very close look, so we don't know if seals are bad or bearings or anything. So, but we don't have to build a new center section or a new transmission or anything, so that's a good thing. The car runs good. We lost oil pressure in the heat race. Well, not in the heat race. He was totally fine pulling off the track. Like, when he was still on the track and everything, his temp was fine, and then pulling through the pits, his temp started to raise, and that's when he got hot. And then we were cooling him off with the water tanks, and then it shut off and died on him. And then we tried cranking it back up, and then we lost oil pressure. So we were like, oh, great. And then we let it sit, let it cool down, tried cranking it again. No oil pressure when we cranked it, but then it's kind of like acted like it wanted to fire, so Dad was like, oh. And then he went and grabbed the throttle and messed with that and gave it some gas and stuff, and then it fired up, and then we gained some oil pressure back. So the car was good to go then, and we went out back for the feature, and you guys know what happened after that. But yeah, we're all ready here for Fort Dodge tonight. It sucks it's just gonna be one car, but Dad will get his car going again later. My car is all ready to go. Basically just wait. Mom, I'm gonna stink-a-do. Sorry, Mama, but yeah, I think we're all ready, and we'll catch you guys when we get there.